And this. What's up, people, man? I'm struggling with my technologies tonight, man. Struggling with my technology. Oh, man, I'm struggling with my technology, man. Y'all gotta be patient with me on this technology tip, man. I'm struggling with my technology, Sharice, man. Like I told y'all, man, this is a one-man crew. Like, for real, though. Like, ain't nobody helping me out. I'm in this thing on my own, you know. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, but we're gonna get it good though. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it in, man. We're gonna get it in. I just wanted to go live, man. Talk to y'all. I used to go live like every Sunday, you know. I used to go live every Sunday, but haven't been doing that lately, man. Haven't been going live, so try to go live on YouTube. I'm gonna try and make sure I'm live on IG too, man, as much as I can. I'm gonna try to go live here on IG at the same time. See if I can do it. But man, y'all got questions. What's up? What's up, JBiz? Yeah, if y'all got questions, man, just go ahead and let me know. And yeah, man, I'm here for it. Shoot. Yeah, man. I'm trying to let people know how I find deals. Cass, my guy Cass, man. What's up? But now, man, trying to let people know how I close deals, how I find deals. You know, I'm using, y'all know I use Prop Screen. I use Prop Screen, man, and I use Lead Sherpa to skip trace my jump, and then um from there I use launch control now. Like I think Cass put me on launch control, man. Yeah, I think Cass put me on launch control, man. Cass put me on launch control, and after that, man, I was rolling. Like I was using batch leads at first for my texting, and then I switched and started using lead Sherpa for my texting. Then I switched again and started using I started using launch control. And when I started using launch control, that's where I'm at now, man. You know, sometimes you have to make adjustments, man. You have to switch, you know, you know, some stuff come up, man. You feel like you can do better in other places, so you switch. But one thing I haven't switched is my skip tracing. I switched that once. Like when I very first started, I was using skip vault to skip trace. And then after that, when I switched over and started using Lead Sherpa, I really hadn't gone back since. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I've always hold on. Uh-oh. I always heard people say 7% ARV, one buyer say 55 max. I'm in deep. Oh man, dude, 55% max. Yeah, some buyers want it like that, man. You know, it just all depends, man. Like I said, you find a lot of different buyers. Like that buyer may come in handy on the property. You just never know, man. You know, you just got to keep meeting buyers. It's like I knew a buyer that was same way. It was like 55% on properties, and then I was marketing and sending him stuff, but like I messed around and I met another buyer and they were willing to do, like 70, 80%, you know what I'm saying? And, or that, they were just willing to do more. And then I sent them some properties that had previously sent this other buyer and they bought it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some of the stuff you got in your pipeline, like you got deals in your pipeline. If you trying to get a deal, like you marketing the people, like you marketing the deals. Like those are deals. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta offer the right number to make it a deal. I mean, you gotta find the right buyer to make it a deal. You know what I'm saying? So what do you say to buyers or talking to agents to find buyers when first talking to them? Do you only contact them when you have a deal? No, I contact them ahead of time. I let them know I get deals all the time, man. So I get deals all the time. I can send you over properties if you're interested. That's why I tell them. And yeah, that's why I tell them. It's like, dude, I'm a wholesaler. I find deals all the time. You be interested. I'll send you over my deals. You know, um, and then we just kind of go from there. Just talk to them about what they do. What they like to buy, what area they like to buy in, and stuff like that. That's kind of what I do when it comes to that. Um, but yeah, man, just talk to them about what they're looking for and what they want. You know. Um, but yeah, it's all kind of different kind of buyers out there, man. You just gotta find the good ones, man. You find the ones who buy a little bit higher than other ones. That's the thing, man. That's why you got to keep talking to people. It's like you think you found good buyers, you just keep talking to people like this. And if you ain't getting deals, there's obviously other people that's buying, and they buying at a higher price. You ain't getting a deal. There's other people offering more. You just got to figure out who the heck are buying the properties. And you can do that. That's why I say you can do that through prop screen. Um, you can call up agents, and figure out who buying, stuff like that. So when I get my first deal, you should bring me on. Thanks you in the part I get. Yeah, man, no doubt. No doubt, man. Hey, just keep grinding. You're gonna get that first deal. Just keep after it, man. It'll come. So bro made a video on that question you just asked, Jamie. Uh, Ask real active cash buyers what's the criteria. Yep, buy box, so you will know what to look for. Yep, no doubt, man. No doubt. That jump. When I figured that out, that changed everything for me, man. I'm telling you, it's like when I first started wholesaling, man. Like I would get stuff under contract, couldn't find no buyer. You know what I'm saying? I got properties after properties under contract, couldn't find no buyers, man. And then, not being able to find buyers, the deal fall apart, you know, and that gonna deal fall apart, you know, and you know, that just kept happening, man. That jump just kept happening. And but when I look back, I was and once I look back and realized like, dang, like, this person is they'll buy a property if I bring it to them. You know what I'm saying? And I start thinking it's like, why don't I just find properties for them? You know, Ask them what they're looking for, and then go out there and look for what they're looking for. And then once I found more buyers, I kept doing that. Once I found more and more buyers, I kept doing that, kept doing that, kept doing that. And then that's and then I started assessing like, oh, this is what I'm doing. Like, this is how I find deals. You know what I'm saying? Like self-assess. It's like that's what Sean Terry said. Like I was watching Sean Terry video and he was like, dude, go back and look at the deals that you've done. How did you get the deal? Who did you sell it to? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what was your profit margin? You know, and then try to go back and reinvent that, you know. So that's kind of what I did, man. Just went back and like, you know, just tried to bring stuff to these buyers. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I had other buyers, I bring stuff to them and they won't buy it because, like, Sharice said they wanted that 55% off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I'm marketing and I'm bringing this person stuff and they're not buying nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me figure out what these people buy and just search for what they buy. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I started doing. So when I watched your video last week, I figured it out. Thanks, bro. No doubt, man. No doubt. So all the buyers better step up their game. All the institutional buyers are gonna buy everything up. Now they buying some stuff, but they won't buy everything, man. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that they want, there's less of that out there than the other stuff. You know, there's more stuff out there that they won't buy than that they will buy. There's more stuff out there that these big buyers won't buy than what they will buy. You know what I'm saying? So there's just more stuff out there, man. You just gotta, that's the beauty of wholesaling, man. There's a lot of property out there. It's a lot of stuff to be wholesaled. You know, it's enough for everybody. Um, so I've been 4 weeks in. I have my first deal in the contract. Yeah, no doubt, man. Like that's my thing. Like I would get deals in the contract, but I have no buyers. It's like I'm just having jokers of the contract, having jokers of the contract, no buyer, no buyer, no buyer. You know, so that was my biggest problem when I first got started, man. I was struggling bad. So what's the video title? I don't know. I think it's on IG. I think you're talking about on IG, man. Dropped a couple of videos. I don't think it really got a title. So reverse wholesaling. Yep, reverse wholesaling. So in the market, I guess 55% is a tough one. Yep, it's really tough unless you got a property that's like, you know, in a certain situation where these other buyers ain't gonna want it. So that's video name we made and 100%. Yep, no doubt, man. So what market you in, Sharice? Yeah, freaking Delaware, man. It's crazy. So that's part of growth. Yeah, no doubt, Cass, man. Just growing and just trying to figure this wholesaling game out, man. I tell people all the time, it's like, dude, I'm no guru. Like, I don't know a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's plenty of stuff that I have no clue about, man. You know, and I'm just trying to figure it out like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You just try to figure this thing out like everybody else, man. You just, you know, searching, watching videos, and doing all this stuff. You know, I'm still just learning how to do this thing like everybody else. You know, that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. Ain't nobody that far ahead of anybody. You know, you just got to put in your time. You know, and shoot, try your best, and that's all you gotta do. You know, but yeah, man. Let me see. Reverse wholesaling is a video on his YouTube. Yep, I'm gonna have to go to other states. Everybody in their mama wholesaling, agents and all. Yeah, agents and all, man. Them agents, man. Them agents be acting like they don't be trying to wholesale, but they be trying to wholesale like a mug. You know what I'm saying? They be seeing that wholesalers are making money, and they be trying to wholesale. So, but yeah, man. Uh, Let me see. Did you hire a transaction coordinator? Nope. Still ain't hired a transaction coordinator, man. I need to. I need to hire a transaction coordinator bad, man. I need to hire one bad. So we start uh, same time class flip, man. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. What's up, man? Going live on IG now, man. I'm live on YouTube, going live on IG. Never give up. It's not an option. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Giving up ain't no option, man. Just keep going. Like I said, you run into the right buyer, and that joke, you know, you are liable to make you 100,000 in a year. You know what I'm saying? Just running into the right people. You know, that's why I say you gotta get out there. You gotta get out there and network, man. You gotta get out there and meet people. You gotta get out there and network. Get out there and meet people. You know, you meet the right person. You know, it could be 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? You meet another person, another 100 grand. You know, you just never know. You know, you meet the right person and your business could completely blow up. You know, it could completely blow up. Your business could completely blow up just by meeting the right person. It's like, how will you meet the right person? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I was telling people earlier today, man. It's like I met the right person at this random property where a guy's cutting grass. You know, I'm talking to the guy cutting grass. You know, I'm trying to, you know, get in a wholesale. I'm talking to the daggone lawn guy. You know, why am I talking to the lawn guy? And no reason to talk to him. He had no reason to talk to me. But it's like just talking to the right people, man. You know, you just never know, man. So love that you're putting content out there consistently. Yeah, no doubt, man. I told y'all I'm trying to stay more consistent with this content thing, man. Actively doing deals. Who here is actively doing deals? It's a lot of people in here that's actively doing deals, man. A lot of these people, you know, my guy Cass, if you're on YouTube, man, he doing deals for sure. So how many leads you pulling in a month on prop screen? I've been pulling like close to 50,000 a month on prop screen now, man. You try to do more and more and more. So what's good, mastermind, and me you would recommend on the East Coast? Dude, I'm telling you right now, you don't get the Keith Everett 2-day transformation, man. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man, like, I'm one of those people. I'm like that guy that won't pay for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I'm the guy that won't pay for nothing. But and like last year, before I went to Keith every 2 day transformation, like I had been doing 10K, 20K months or whatever. And then in June, I was finna do a 66K month. But I was contemplating, man, like I wasn't gonna go. You know, I was like, dang, should I go? Should I not go? And then next thing you know, I had chose to go. And man, I paid for it. It was like thousands of dollars, dude. And like I ain't never paid for nothing like that. Uh, but yeah, man, it ended up being like best decision I made because after that, it was 100 grand every month. You know what I'm saying? So after I went to Keith every 2 day transformation, it was 100 grand every month. Like I was telling people earlier, it's like, no, I'm not fixing flipping, just wholesaling. But like the last 2 months, I hadn't done 100 grand, man. Like this month, I'm doing 80. Last month, I'm doing like 50. Um, but like it all even out because like the month before that, I did like 170 something. You know what I'm saying? It's like the month before that, I did like 170 some thousand because I had like 120 some thousand in one deal. And then I had the rest of my deals had to be, I mean, the rest of my deals was like 50 something 60K, you know. So uh but yeah, man, covering the mic. Nah, I don't think I'm covering the mic, man. My phone be tripping though. My phone is a little bit older. But hope y'all can hear me, man. If you can't hear me, go to YouTube, man. My audio is good on YouTube. My phone is not the best. All your deals in Atlanta. Yep. All my deals are in Atlanta, man. So yeah, all my deals in Atlanta. The king of boxing. Oh, Corey up in this thing. What's up, man? But yeah, all my deals in Atlanta, around the metro area. I take that back. Not all. I want to say all. Like I have some deals in Tennessee, some deals in Florida. Like I got a deal closing in Florida right now. So yeah. So you wholesale in Atlanta? Yep, wholesale in Atlanta. How did you get added to your buyers list? How do I get added to your buyers list? Hit me on the DMs, man. Uh, yeah, hit me on the DMs. I add you up in there. But yes, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in. I've just messed around in Jacksonville. I messed around in Nashville. So those are places that I be in. Yeah, man. Cass on YouTube, man. Cass on YouTube doing deals, man. Um, you know, you interested? He definitely a person that know a lot about this business, man. You know, so wow, that's a tough market. That's dope. Yeah, man. Atlanta is tough, man. But like I was telling people, it's like I'm dropping a video tomorrow morning, man. How I find deals. You know, I just think that you got to go outside the metro. You know, you got to start outside the metro at least. At least that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Different people got different perspectives, but like, you know, I'd be outside the metro. You know, but like now, now I can come inside the metro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I started out outside the metro in more country areas, and then I moved inside of the metro. So what's whose name? I don't know what you're talking about. Um, Maybe you're talking about Cass' name, but that's his name on YouTube. Cass, I think is his name on IG too. But yeah, man. Uh, and then Jacksonville and Nashville, I just went there just because like I had met a buyer and a lady said that she used to live in Jacksonville and she done some deals down there. So I was like, okay, we'll go down there. So I went down there. You know, she lived there. She had done deals there. So, you know, I was willing to go down there and check it out, see what she's done down there in Nashville. So ended up finding a property, ended up making it a deal. Didn't think it was going to be a deal, but it ended up being a deal. So, yeah, I got a deal down there in Jacksonville. I've closed multiple deals in Nashville. You know, I knew actually it was an agent that I knew that was doing deals in Nashville. And I was like, oh, okay. I never thought about going out of state. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta was good to me. But end up going to Nashville. He told me about it. Bam, went, send them properties. Bam. That's another thing, man. Agents, man. Yeah, overlook agents. Wholesalers overlook agents, man. Agents are the ones talking to these cash buyers. You know, big buyers, little buyers. Like the agents talk to all these buyers. Like all these buyers work with agents because, like, most of the time, whether they, renting them out or whether they fixing, flipping them, they're gonna be talking to agents. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be talking to agents to get their stuff they stuff sold. They're gonna be talking to agents maybe to get their stuff rented out or to manage their properties or something. You know what I'm saying? In some capacity, they're gonna be dealing with agents. So agents is always a good way, to find these cash buyers. You know what I'm saying? B, we need to connect, do a video for them soon. Yeah, no doubt, man. Cash, let's do it, man. Hey, I'm right here, man. So you can jump on. We can do a video. You know, hope you good with technology, man, because your boy be struggling with that technology sometimes. What's up, that Shady's Green, man? What's up? Um, but yeah, D Will, what's up, man? But yeah, um, like I said, I'm dropping that video tomorrow, man. How I find deals. Um, but yeah, man, if you're trying to get into this wholesaling thing, man, like I said, you just gotta network, man. You gotta get out there and network. You gotta get out there and talk to people. You gotta go to these events. You know, um, you just gotta get out there and talk to people, man. That's for sure. You gotta get out there and talk to people. People are like, oh, talking to people, talking to people, talking to people. It's like I'm telling you, man. It's like I swear, talking to dude at my job got me 20 grand. It's like talking to this guy at my job got me 20 grand. Now, who wouldn't do that? So, but yeah, man, that's the thing. You just never know who got property. You never know who got property. You never know who knows somebody who got property. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, bro? Not much, man. Just in here trying to share what I got going on. Oh yeah, this month, man, I just closed 2 properties last week. I got another property closing this week. Next week, got another property. Next week, got another one. Gonna make like 80K. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, congratulations on your success. Appreciate it, man. 80K ain't 100K, but it's still 80K. You know what I'm saying? But like I was telling people, man, I'm starting to step away from my business. I've been reading a book called Life in Air. Life in Air talks about you know, like it's one thing, like a lot of people chase numbers, right? But the thing is, it's like you want to chase that lifestyle that you want. You know what I'm saying? And it's what you want. Like what is your real goal? What is your real definition of prosperity? You know, and man, I'm not trying to be sitting there working all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like I can sit here and work all day long and really grind and really hustle, make 100 grand in a month. Or I can build and let my team do the work, and sit back and make 80 grand, make 70 grand, even make 50 grand. Like, dude, what am I spending 50 grand on in a month? You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, for real. And when I'm talking about me making money, I'm talking about the money that's in my pocket. Like, I ain't counting other people's money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about money I got to split with somebody or nothing like that, dude. I'm counting like this is my money, you know. So what your team look like? I got 5 VAs. I got an acquisition manager. So that's what my team look like. VAs, acquisition managers. I got a lead manager. Manage all my leads. So my VAs do the texting and the cold calling and the dispo. They upload lists into prop screen. They upload lists from Lead Sherpa into Call Tools and Launch Control. So they running the show, man. They pretty much run the show. They do everything except transaction coordinate. I'm looking for me a transaction coordinator, man. I need one. So that's what my team is looking like right now. But yeah, man, that book Life in There really made me think, man. It's like, I'm good with making less and doing less. You know what I'm saying? I can, you know, live like I want to live, go spend time the way I want to spend time and stuff like that. Like I ain't stuck to the business. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of this anyways. It ain't, the point of it is to get my time back. You know what I'm saying? The point of it is to get my time back. Ain't no use to me quitting my job and then going and working my butt off like all the time. I mean, that's good working my butt off for me. But my thing is like, shoot, I'm working my butt off so that I can go and spend time with the people that I love. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do. Um, but anyways, what do you tell the mobile notary when they got out to take pictures of the property in case the seller asked them questions? The mobile notary when they got out to take pictures of the property in case why is the mobile notary taking pictures of the property? That don't make no sense. What's the author name on the book Life in There? I think it's Stephen Cook. Maybe I think it may be Stephen Cook. I think Stephen Cook wrote the book Life in Air, but it's Life on Air with the E. Yep. Life on Air. It's like millionaire, but life in air. It's like a lot of people chase the money, but you chase that life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was telling y'all, like I went on vacation and stayed away a week. I ain't even looking at my phone, I ain't looking at my computer, none of that stuff. And I'm still making 80 grand. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'll take that every day of the week. So what do you use to keep track of your leads? My organization skills a week. I use Podio, man. I use Podio. Podio keep track of my leads. I use Podio systems to keep track of my leads. So you hire a mobile notary to take pictures. Oh, you hired a mobile notary to take pictures of the property, right? I heard is way you can get pictures of property. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I would just tell them that one of our reps are coming out to take pictures of the property. Hey, and like I do, I give all the, like Keith Everett said this too. And I think King Kong said this too. It's like give titles to everybody that does something for you. You know what I'm saying? Like my lead manager ain't called a lead manager in my company. She called a buying specialist. You know what I'm saying? So like she is a buying specialist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she's a buying specialist, and then I got a purchase specialist. You know, those are my acquisition managers. My acquisition managers are purchase specialists. So they're purchase specialists, and then my lead manager is a buying specialist. My VAs are agents. We call them agents. One of our agents. You know what I'm saying? So give everybody a name, man. When you like anybody I send out to a property, more likely I'm calling them either one of our reps. You know what I'm saying? One of our reps. Or I'm saying one of our inspectors. One of our inspectors are going to be coming out to the property, to do an inspection. You know what I'm saying? So now, just give a name to everybody, give everybody titles, you know what I'm saying, and run it like it's a company, man. You run that thing like it's a company, give everybody titles, you know what I'm saying? So, that's kind of how I do it. So how do you estimate repairs, renovation costs? I really don't. It's like I get pictures, I give it over to my buyers, man. The buyers like, that's their job, man. Like, how am I gonna know how much they're gonna use to rehab the property? I may give them estimates like, hey, this like it's a light rehab or like you're gonna need a lot of work, but I let them look at it. I give them the pictures. You know what I'm saying? I let them go check out the property, see if they're interested. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I do. You know. So somebody asked, I asked the realtor for any investors and stuff and offered for them to make money off the deal. They said no, they have access to them unless they don't need my business. Yeah, there's gonna be agents that's like that, man. I'm telling you, it's like I ran into agents the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I ran into plenty of agents who like didn't want anything to do with me. I even brought them deals and they didn't want anything to do with me. That's just the way it is, man. It's just the way it goes. You got to keep talking to people. You got to meet the right person. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you meet the right person, they're going to be 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I'm telling you right now, man, it's like, that's just the way it is, man. You got to meet the right people. A lot of these agents not going to be talking about nothing, but you got to meet the right people. So what would you say was the biggest thing that you did to scale up from 10 to making over 100? The biggest thing that I did